Good morning, everybody. It is Pentecost Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, our second Pentecost in Exile. Isn't that grand? I want to welcome everybody to our Sunday morning thing, activities. We started off with the Narthex, the gathering and the getting together and getting ready to worship, and then on to the coffee hour. And then at 11:45, it's hungry. I get hungry, and it's time to scatter to go and do whatever it is we're going to do for the rest of the day, which likely will be kind of hanging around the house. Um, so, what a lovely day, our cleanup day. And although the rain clouds did threaten and the forecast was a little bit sketchy and was off and on, we decided to go for it, and we did. We had a great time. I had a great time. I mean, great time. I spent a lot of the time shoveling gravel. Well, Mo, what happened? I moved too fast. I spent a lot of time shoveling gravel, raking gravel off the lawn of the what you call it, the parking lot, because for whatever. Why is this so fuzzy? I don't understand. Let me just try something. Let me try something to turn it off. That's better. The snow removal this year was, let's use that word. A lot of the gravel was scraped the parking lot and pushed onto the lawn around. What I had to do yesterday was rake and put it back on the parking lot. So that's what we did. I got to meet around the church, Joanne, and doing work on and just sort of walking around. So I got to meet them. It was nice. And Dick Ballhorn brought donuts and water and juice and lemonade, so we enjoyed that. And we got the painting was done around the outside door was painted a couple days ago. Cambo's painted the black railing where the grapes grow, so that was nice. And some plants and Abbott to people. I got a little video, you'll see it. And the other thing I wanted to take advantage of was the fact that there would be some people there. And so I just kind of went up to folks and asked them to read parts for next week's service. I got some lay readers that I've gotten otherwise. So that was kind of fun. And they did our parts. We already recorded our music for Lex. So yeah, that was great. What else happened? I was going to mention something else. Yes, Pentecost Sunday, where we celebrate the coming of the Holy Spirit, which is a day that ought to be, if we're just going strictly theologically speaking here and biblically speaking, be as important as Christmas. Think about it. If we're going to be Trinitarian about next week, we will, because next week's Trinity Sunday. Trinitarian, there's of Trinitarians out there. God, the Father, Parent, Mother, God the Son, God the Spirit. Homoousios, which means of the same substance. Hetero, of different substances. The homoousios folks won at the Council of St. Nicaea. It was the Arian, not Arian like Arian, but Arius, who was the name of the theologian, was going for the whole heterousios type sort of thing, where they were not of the same substance. And then there's one, the one. So, but anyway, all that to say is, the Holy Spirit. If we're going to take our Trinity seriously, a part of God is Jesus, was and is. And the advent or the coming of that Spirit is of that personage, of that part of God. Theologically speaking, every bit as important as Christmas. It is for me, sort of. It certainly doesn't have all the tricks. A little bit nicer. Today's Pentecost. Happy Pentecost. Merry Pentecost. You got your Pentecost stockings up. Pentecost. We got ourselves a giant pork shoulder from Beacon, the Hill Butcher up at the Beacon Hill Mall this weekend. Aiden is here, and he has a smoker, and he's smoking. This is a giant pork shoulder. We're never going to eat this whole thing. They're having pork tacos tomorrow, and today we're having pulled pork sandwiches. Why is it about Pentecost? Well, I guess maybe a couple of different things. One, fire. We're using fire. We're cooking this thing. He started at 3 a.m, which might be a problem in some neighborhoods, but I don't think ours, because we have a lot of like long hours. So that's cool. I think we're okay. So, fire, Pentecost, and then Pentecost was really the it's the birth of the church. 2, coming of the Holy Spirit, birth of the church. The church was a universal thing. It expanded beyond one particular tradition and included and others. The first followers of Jesus would not be eating pork. Followers of Jesus in the church universal, all of us do. So fire, that's pretty Pentecostal. Let's put it that way. Maybe that'll be our tradition. Open fire, and you got to have, I don't know. This is going off the rails. This week, I had a little fun with it. I put music beneath the liturgy bits, call to worship, morning prayer, invitation to offering, commissioning. I put songs that have to do about fire, and playing around with the imagery a little bit. A friend of mine, I cannot remember who it was, friend of mine, somebody out there, United Church land, Pentecost, and used the image, or talked about imagery of a honeybee for Pentecost. And I thought, well, that's fun. So I kind of did that this week. So you'll see that in the video. I found quite an interesting reading of the Pentecost story. That's got kind of, I don't know, it's got a neat kind of beat to it. I'll put that in there too. Of course, we have Angela. So I nice mix of traditional and experimental stuff this week. The special effects in the video production suite that I use, and that was kind of fun for me too. And that's what we got. So I'm gonna go because it's 10:29. Start. So happy Pentecost, everybody. Do what it will with you. We're not quite here in fingers. Well, I can almost make like flames behind me. Ooh.